Here is what the turbidity sample bottle looks like. Note that there is no label on the turbidity sample bottle. Here's the nutrient syringe. The nutrient sample will be collected with the syringe and filtered into the nutrient bottle, which is labeled with the sample ID. Make sure that the nutrient bottle is not used to collect an actual sample in the ocean. Here's the bucket to collect water for reading pH, salinity, and DO.
In the morning before sampling starts, be sure to write all volunteers' names on the datasheet in the appropriate box. The date, sampling team, equipment, and site IDs will already be filled out by the team lead. Make sure to record values for all of the parameters on the datasheet. It is helpful if you can keep your handwriting small and neat so there is no question about what value has been written on the sheet. Record the number of people that are on the beach, in the water, and camping within 100 feet of the site. If there are people walking along the beach, simply take a snapshot and only count the people within 100 feet at that exact moment. The idea behind this data is to record any observations that may help explain the data collected for that day. Record if there is a stream flowing or freshwater influence in close proximity to the site. Sites with potential freshwater outflows will be listed in the notes section on the datasheet. There will also be a freshwater outflow guide in the field binder with stream and freshwater outflow locations clearly marked in reference to the sampling site. Make sure to record the start time that the samples are taken. Take note of any other unique or interesting events occurring during sampling. Some observations include wave height, color clarity of the water, beach activity, previous or current weather patterns, etc. It is especially helpful to know if there has been rainfall at the site in the last 24 to 48 hours. These notes will go in the bottom left box on the datasheet. Write the site code, then a hyphen or colon, and record notes.
If there are 2 people, one person should collect the turbidity and nutrients and the other should fill the bucket. If there's only a single person entering the water to collect samples, be sure they collect the bucket water last so the water doesn't warm up from the sun and impact any readings. While collecting samples, make sure that you go to the correct area where samples are usually taken. GPS coordinates for each sample site can be found in the field binder. Go into the water and make sure you are at least knee depth. We know knee depth ranges from person to person, but it's a good general height rule when sampling. The goal is to take samples from about 1 foot underwater as the waves move towards shore, not away from shore. Once you're in the water, rinse everything 3 times. Be sure to dump the water behind you after each rinse, as to not disturb the water in front of you. Rinse the turbidity bottle and cap 3 times with ocean water. The 4th time, you will collect the water sample to be tested. Place the turbidity bottle about 1 foot under the water and collect the sample as a wave is moving towards you and the shore if possible. Then close the turbidity bottle with the cap and place it in the empty bucket. Separate the syringe body and plunger and rinse them both in the incoming waves, about 1 foot deep underwater, with the wide open part of the syringe body facing the incoming waves. Then immerse the syringe body and plunger in the water 1 more time to fill the body, and then insert the plunger underwater. After the syringe is full, point the syringe tip towards the sky and squeeze water out with the plunger until the water is at 60 milliliters and water fills to the tip of the syringe. After rinsing the bucket 3 times, fill the bucket so that it's a few inches from the top. Walk with the full bucket back to the car. When you're back at the car, pour the water out of the bucket until the water level is at the marked dark line on the bucket. The larger initial volume helps to maintain seawater temperature while walking back to the car.